What if everything you've been told about your skin wasn't the full story? I'm Abhyona, licensed esthetician and skin coach, and this is Clear and Correct-ish, the podcast where we cut through the noise and clear up the confusion. If you're ready to get real answers and take back control of your skin, hit subscribe and let's get into it. If you've ever found yourself frustrated, fill in the blank, because you're using all the right skincare ingredients and products, following every influencer's advice, and yet your skin is still acting up, this episode is for you. I'm breaking down 5 common skincare mistakes that could be sabotaging your results and how to fix them ASAP. Trust me, once you know what to avoid, your skincare routine will actually start working for you, not against you. Let's get into it. So, the first mistake is that you're using harsh cleansers that strip your skin. You know, that squeaky clean feeling after you wash your face, that tight, dry, almost stiff feeling. Yeah, that's not a good thing. That's not normal. Okay? Sounded real motherly right there. That's not normal. When your cleanser is too harsh, it strips away all your skin's natural oils. And guess what that does? It triggers your skin to produce even more oil to compensate, right? And what does that lead to? More breakouts. So here's what you want to do instead. You want to use a gentle sulfate-free cleanser. That is something gel-based for oily, acne-prone skin, and it'll be cream-based for dry, sensitive skin. You'll also want to look for a product that has hydrating ingredients, and those ingredients are glycerin, aloe, your ceramides to maintain your skin barrier. If your skin feels tight after washing, your cleanser is too strong, so you'll want to find something that is more gentle, period. No compromise there. The second mistake that I often see is you're skipping moisturizer. Yes, even the oily girls. I know you're thinking, but my skin is already oily and you want me to add moisturizer to my skin? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. When you skip moisturizer, your skin compensates by producing even more oil, the thing that you don't want it to do. Now you're shinier, which I do love my oily friends, because that's a shine and a glow that keeps you young. It extends the longevity of your skin. Trust me, that is a benefit. You might not like the shine throughout the day, but that, my friend, is a benefit. But it does keep you shinier, and you're more prone to clogged pores because of the overproduction of oil in your skin. And so what you need to do is you need to choose a lightweight, non-comedogenic moisturizer that is going to hydrate your skin without clogging your pores. You are going to want to look for ingredients like niacinamide, which I talked about on our last episode, one of my favorites. You want to look for niacinamide. You're going to want to look for squalane and hyaluronic acid. Our bodies naturally produce hyaluronic acid, but it needs supplements. And the supplement is in your skincare ingredients. And that combination is going to keep the oil in your skin balanced and keep your skin happy. And so you'll apply your moisturizer while your skin is still a little bit damp to lock in that hydration without the heaviness. A hack you didn't know about, my friend. You're welcome. Mistake number 3 that I often see is over-exfoliating. And our clients who over-exfoliate don't realize that they're destroying their skin barrier in the process. So if you're exfoliating every single day, double cleansing with actives, and layering multiple acids at once, you're overdoing it. Too much exfoliation actually weakens your skin's barrier, and that causes your skin to become red, sensitive, and prone to more breakouts. And so you'll know as well if you may not have too many acids in your products, but an acid is too strong in the products that you have. We may need to step down your regimen versus you continuing with a step up to build up your skin's barrier. And so in that situation, you want to stick to exfoliating 2 to 3 times per week, not every day. No one should be exfoliating every day. You also want to use gentle exfoliants like salicylic acid for clogged pores or lactic acid for sensitive skin. I love lactic acid. It is a milk-based acid. If you can imagine what milk would feel like on the skin, cool, calm, a little bit of cream, but not heavy. That is what lactic acid is to the skin. Like, your skin will love it. And then if your skin is feeling irritated, red, or it's burning, you need to take a break from exfoliating altogether and focus on barrier repair. And what I tell my clients is keep it simple. We drop back to a 3-step routine, which is cleansing, moisturizing, and protecting during the daytime with SPF. And then we'll slowly add in a hydrating toner to help the skin with a balanced pH as they build the barrier back up of their skin. Mistake number 4 is ignoring ingredients and using pore-clogging ingredients. And some people don't realize they're using pore-clogging ingredients. And it makes sense. That's why you have estheticians. And sometimes I think that's, with all the skincare advice online, I'm surprised actually that I don't see more of the acne community pushing for knowledge on these pore-clogging ingredients more than I see them push to try this, try that, do this, do that to the skin for breakouts. Because as we know, as I've shared in previous episodes, you're treating symptoms of your acne, not the root, right? And so a lot of these communities, I see them talk about the symptoms and addressing the symptoms, but one of them is the pore-clogging ingredients. And I don't know, I'm just surprised as I said it out loud. I thought about it and I was like, I wish we heard more about that because, I think that's somewhat known information. Maybe not. Maybe you all will tell me and I'll learn something new. Maybe you will clear me today, clear me if I'm incorrect. But I will say that not all skincare products are acne safe, if you did not know that. Just because something is labeled for acne-prone skin doesn't mean it's actually good for your skin. And, some of the worst pore-clogging ingredients hide in clean beauty products, those trendy oils that you all like, and even some dermatologist-recommended brands. So you want to check your ingredient labels on those to make sure you're not buying anything with known pore cloggers. And those would be things like coconut oil, algae extract, and certain silicones. You'll also want to use a pore clogging ingredient checker tool. Those do exist. You can Google it to make sure that you're not purchasing products that have those ingredients in them. And then I would say stick to acne safe brands that actually prioritize your skin health and clear skin. Don't stress because just for you, my friend, I've got a full breakdown of acne safe skincare on the blog. I'll drop the link in the show notes so that it is your clear skin resource that you can easily access and learn a bit more. Now, hopping into mistake number 5 that I see, and this will close it out for us, you're changing products too quickly and not letting your skin adapt or your routine work for you. So if you're someone who is trying a product for a week, you don't see results and you throw it back in the bag, you toss it back for something new, then you want to stop doing that because as I've said in previous episodes, and you will hear me say over and over and over again, your skincare will take time. Most products need at least 6 to 8 weeks to show real improvement. And if you're constantly switching, then you're never giving your skin a chance to get the full benefit and to adjust to your routine. So you need to really prioritize sticking to a routine for 6 to 8 weeks before deciding whether or not it's working for you. I can't stress enough, taking before and after photos instead of relying on your mirror checks every day because those photos are the truth. You see yourself every day. And unfortunately, when we are suffering with acne and have suffered with acne, it's almost like having body dysmorphia, but the acne version. Like all we see, even when our skin is clear, is blemishes. I cannot tell you the number of acne clients that I saw when I was in clinic, and they would have cleared their skin, and yet they still come back and they're trying to show me a scar that doesn't exist in life, but exists in their mind. And I'm like, no, your skin is just actually uneven right there. You just have uneven tone in this section. You don't actually have a blemish. They're not an acne blemish, but all they can see is the scarring and the years of what they faced. And that's heartbreaking. But that really encouraged me in that season to have photos because photos don't lie, You can still choose to nitpick this spot on your jaw, but holistically, when we look at your skin from point A to B to C to D, we see progress. And that is what we're after is progress, which is a signifier of results. And it is a signifier that your program is working. So friends, take your photos. Keep your photos on a cadence of 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, maybe taking them a month apart And there's just evaluate them and recognize you need to give your routine time. And please, if something is causing irritation, swap it for a gentler alternative, not a more advanced alternative, or advanced as you so call it in your mind, because then you overhaul your skin, you overcompromise your skin, and you make it worse. All right, friends. So if you've been making any of these mistakes, now you know how to fix them. Have a harsh cleanser, switch to a gentle pH balanced one. If you've been skipping moisturizer, find one that doesn't clog your pores. If you've been exfoliating, dial it back 2 to 3 times a week, max. If you aren't aware of the ingredients in your products, go check them. Read your ingredient labels and learn about those pore clogging ingredients. And if you're constantly switching products, I want you to be committed to one routine and giving that routine a real chance to work. So here is my homework for you. I want you to do an ingredient check on your products and see if they're truly acne safe. And if you discover something that's not acne safe, I want you to shoot it to me in a DM, leave it in the comments below, because you will never know how you'll educate someone else. So go ahead and call out those ingredients in your products that are not acne safe so that we are impacting our community here and letting them learn about these ingredients so that they are aware. I want you to join my YouTube and podcast community so that we can clear up your skin together. So on YouTube, be sure to hit that bell notification so that you are notified every time a new episode drops. And if you're on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, please go ahead and follow the show so that you are always in the know when a new episode is uploaded. And more than anything, if you love this episode, please leave a review. I want to hear from you. I want to know what it is that is standing between you and getting clear, and maybe I can address it here on the podcast. See you next time, and remember, stay clear, stay confident, and stay correct-ish.